What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club and Schroeder Skywalker from the DFS Club. We're coming to you guys with the MLB main slate video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that Field of Dreams game. That was just phenomenal. That was great for the sport. It was great for humanity. You know, it was just a couple hours where we can forget all this bullshit that's going on the outside world and just enjoy baseball again. I felt like a kid again. And what an ending. What an ending. Yeah, guys, hopefully you got to see it. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Leave us a comment down below because Schroeder and I would really appreciate that. And you guys keep it coming with the subscriptions and the likes. And you guys have been amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We have a big slate on tap. No early slate. So without further ado, let's get into it. Right, Schroeder? Shall we? What do you think? All right. He's going to rub up on the computer. I guess that means, all right, we're going to get into it. All right. So let's bring it up. So, yeah, we're looking at a 14-gamer. So this is the night before, remember. One game that has rain potential. That's Milwaukee at Pittsburgh. Other than that, it's looking like everything else should be a go. But, you know how the weather is around the country. Storms just pop up out of nowhere. So first up, we got the Reds at the Phillies. The Reds 3.7, Phillies 4.9. We got Tyler Darthmall going up against Zach Wheeler. And then if this game plays, we got Milwaukee at Pittsburgh. 5.4 implied for Milwaukee, 3.8 implied for Pittsburgh. Good hitting weather if it goes. Wind's blowing out to the outfield. Same with the Philly game. But you got Brett Anderson, who's been on fire lately, going up against Mitch Keller. Next up, we got Atlanta at Washington. Atlanta, 5 runs. Washington, 4.2. We got Charlie Morton on the mound. Don't know who's pitching for Washington yet. Next up, we got Baltimore at Boston. 4.5 implied for Baltimore. 6.7. Wow, for Boston. My goodness. Spencer Watkins. Wow, is that right? 6.7? That's probably the highest total I've seen this year, not being in Coors Field. But, yeah, guys, Spencer Watkins going up against Nick Pivetta. Then we got the Dodgers at the Mets, guys. Dodgers 4.7, Mets 3.9. We got Julio Urias versus Tyler McGill. Just tons of good pitching on this slate. Next up, we got Chicago at Miami, Tropicana Field. Chicago 3.6, Miami 4. This will be the people's game right here. My goodness. Two teams that have absolutely nothing to play for. You got Albert Alzolay versus Jesus Luzardo. Then next up, we got Cleveland at Detroit. 4.9 implied for Cleveland. Detroit 4.7. We got Zach Plesac versus Tyler Alexander. Then next up, we got my Oakland Athletics at the Texas Rangers. 4.5 implied for the A's. 3.6 for the Rangers. We got Cole Irving versus Dane freaking Dunning, guys. Then we got St. Louis at KC, guys. 4.6 for St. Louis. 4 for Kansas City. We got Jake Flaherty versus Mike Minor. Next up, we got Tampa at Minnesota. 5.1 for Tampa. 4.1 for Minnesota. We got Shane McClanahan versus Michael Pineda. Moving right along, guys, we got Houston at Anaheim. 5 implied runs for Houston. 4.1 for Anaheim. We got Zach Greinke versus Patrick Sandoval. Then we got San Diego at Arizona, 4.8 for San Diego, 3.8 for Arizona. Arizona broke the slate tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Blake Snell versus Madison Bumgarner. Next up, we got Colorado at San Francisco. 3.3 implied for Colorado, 4.8 for San Francisco. Austin Gomer going up against Gwen Del Scafani. And then last but not least, we got Toronto at Seattle. 90 degrees in Seattle. So I know people hate this park, but that's really good hitting weather. So 4.9 implied for Toronto, 3.7 for Seattle. I'd take the over on Seattle there, even with Robbie Ray in the mix. Robbie Ray versus Chris Flexen, guys. And I would take the over, too, on Toronto. I'd take the over on both them guys. So that's a game-by-game breakdown. So main slate for DraftKings, all 3 of my lineups that I gave to the club, all 3 cashed really nicely. FanDuel right now, both are cashing for the FanDuel main, which was the later slate. So, yeah, guys, it's been a great day. Space, I don't know if he took down or not. Last I checked, he was taken down in Summer League basketball. So if you played my lineups and DFS Space's lineups, you would have 2 takedowns in less than a week. This is what we're doing, guys. If you want our lineups, the cheat sheets, the ownership, the projections for every single sport, including NFL, DFSclub.com, guys. Go to DFS.com. Very user-friendly website. You got DFS Space, my brother from another mother, myself, Skywalker DFS, and you get everything, guys. NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, UFC, WNBA, college sports, everything, guys. Click join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and then pick your plans, guys. The cheapest in the industry. Please shop around and then come back, and you know what to do, guys. DFSclub.com, where you get the members-only podcasts 1 hour before lock exclusively to the DFS Club. It's not on YouTube. It's not anywhere else but in the Discord, guys. We do prize picks. We do sports gaming. We do everything, guys. So one-stop shop. We got silver and gold plans and 3-day passes. You guys want to come check us out for 3 days? DFSclub.com, guys. The daily fantasy sports powerhouse. Shout out to the club, man. It's growing significantly by the day. And I love this community. You guys are the best. It's a really good, no drama. Everybody's working together because we all have the same goal. We all just want to win. So shout out to the DFS Club, guys. All right, so let's bring up the slate. Let's bring up the sponsor of this video, which is Draft Dashboard, guys. You want to try it out? It's only $1 for 30 days. You already know what to do. If you're new, hit the link in the description below. You can try this exact tool I use for all my videos, for all my research, for $1. Cancel at any time, guys. You get access to all my watch players, all my player pools, guys. The lineup optimizer, the player trends, who's trending up, who's getting you right in the old cat box, right, Schroeder? That's right. Sleepers and studs, the position optimizer, and the MLB cheat sheet. Because you know what, guys? If you can't win, cheat. Got the best studs, best mid-tier, best value. This is Draft Dashboard. All right, so let's go over pitching. So lots of good pitchers tomorrow. So your most expensive pitcher on the slate is going to be Zach Wheeler at 10.3, $900 more on FanDuel. Going up against Cincinnati is a very dangerous offense. That's concerning to me. He got a 50 his last game out. Last time against Cincinnati, he got a 20. I don't know if a 20 quite cuts it for 10-3. I don't know, guys. Before that 50, it was a 17, a 14, 28, 19. Definitely not my favorite pay up on this slate, but, I mean, I got to throw him out there. It's just a bad matchup. Blake Snell against Arizona. Arizona is a sleeping giant that has just awoken tonight, apparently. Last I checked, they had like 12 runs. But Blake Snell for 8-4, I don't mind it. I don't mind that Yu Darvish got blown up today, and then, yeah, what a disaster, man. But, yeah, 43-20 in his last 2, and that 43 he got in his last outing was against the same Arizona team. So, Blake Snell, a nice choice here in the 8K range. Same with Charlie Morton, 8.3K. We love to pick on Washington. We love to pick on Cleveland, right? Going up against Washington. Last time he got 25 against some guys. That was the last time. Yeah, get him in there. 8.3K. Yes, sir. Shane McClanahan, 7.8K. Got to bring him up because 26, 26, 12, 24, 13 in his last 5. Has no record against Minnesota, but those numbers do not lie, man. This guy is the truth. The only thing is it's in Minnesota. So I'd feel much better if they were playing in Tampa Bay, which is a more pitcher-friendly park. So, but yeah, worth a look. Definitely at 7.8, guys. Albert Alzolay, guys, 6.6K, playing in Miami. This is a very pitcher-friendly park. He got 21 his last time out. I love picking on Miami. A good SP2 option here. 106 strikeouts on the year. You know, he's been hit or miss, basically. But it's hard to miss against Miami, so get him in there, guys. Let's see. I was looking at Patrick Sandoval for a second, then I saw he was playing Houston, so I said, nope. No, thank you. Julio Urias against the Mets at 9.9 is fine, but I'd rather just pay up elsewhere. It's not that he's a bad pitcher. He's got 144 strikeouts, ERA of 3.41. Look at his history against the Mets, guys. -3, -2. Doesn't make me feel good about it. So I'm going to pass there. Robbie Ray at 9.2K against Seattle. Again, be careful here. When I went through the batters, a lot of batters have his number, and it's going to be 90 degrees there, which is rare for Seattle. So keep that in mind. But y'all know Robbie Ray, 159 strikeouts on the year. 159, guys. 2.9 ERA. Got to take a shot, especially at 9.2. What is there? There's 28-18 against Seattle. So definitely, I would rather take a shot here than Zach Wheeler. I'll just say that. Next up, Adam Gwen Stefani, guys, 9K. Colorado got shut out tonight. Looks like they may get shut out again. They're playing in San Francisco, guys. Very pitcher-friendly park. Look at this, 45 fantasy points the last time he faced him. He's been struggling as of late. So for me, it's just the matchup. Love to pick on Colorado. His ERA and his Ks really aren't that bad, even though he's been struggling lately. I mean, 3.28 is not too bad ERA, and then 118 strikeouts. Gwen Stefani, get him in there at 9K. Brett Anderson, if this game plays against Pittsburgh, I don't mind it. He's only 7.2K. And for that, I mean, 21, 22 his last two against Pittsburgh. 12, 18, 21, 10. Double-digit fantasy points 4 out of his last 5. Brett Anderson might be finding his stride now. I don't know. But then we got Tyler Darth Mall. I don't see why people are afraid of Philly so much. I really don't get it. Tyler Mall's been outstanding lately. ERA of 3.78, 148 strikeouts on the year. Way too cheap here. 7.1K. Get him in there, guys. Next up, Cole Irving against Texas. He's another one of these pitchers, man. He's probably he is not one of the best pitchers on this A's rotation, but his last 3 out of 4 outings, look at this, 20, 21, 3, and then 21. Last time against Texas, he did get 20, and Texas strikes out a ton, and we all know they're depleted. So Cole Irving at 8.2, I don't mind it. And how about some Josiah Gray, guys? 8.1K, 26 his last outing. And that was against Atlanta, guys. Going right back against Atlanta. He only pitches 5 innings, though, so be careful. So on FanDuel, I wouldn't recommend it because you don't get that bonus for quality game, 6 innings pitched. But DraftKings, I don't mind it at 8.1. It's just, it's risky. It's risky for a guy that pitches probably 5 innings. And he's just a kid, too, man. My favorite punt play of the slate, guys, I'm talking about Tyler Alexander, man. 5.4K, going up against Cleveland. That's when I'll pick on him. Last time he pitched, he got 22 fantasy points, and that was against this exact Cleveland team. So don't mind it, guys. 5.4K, a very good punt option if you're feeling frisky. And then another one worth mentioning, Madison Bumgarner. He's been doing really good lately. He's pitched 7 innings in his last 3 games. 7. Just not having a great year. It is against the Padres, but I don't know, guys. Are they scoring a lot of runs right now? Doesn't look like it. So for 7.5, you could do worse. So Madison Bumgarner, I'll put him in the player pool. Why not? So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the breakdown. I'm even tempted with Pavita against Baltimore. Baltimore is another one of these teams that I think are kind of overrated a little bit. Austin Gomer against San Francisco. It's just San Francisco just scores a shit ton of runs, man. But he's coming off a great start. So a lot of ways to go at pitcher. Let's take a sneak peek at catcher. So Buster Posey at 3.9. If he plays, he's 2 for 4 against Gomer. And he crushes lefties right now. And he's on a hot streak, guys. Look at this. 17, 27, 15 in his last 3. Right, Schroeder? All right. He's saving himself for Schroeder's picks. But, yeah, Buster Posey at 3.9. I had to point that out. Let's go to first base. So off the tops, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has not been good lately. 6.2K. But in a great hitting environment against Flexen, guys, he's perfect. He's 2 for 2. A single and a double. We kind of want a home run at 6.2. You need a home run at 6.2 at this price point. So the odds are in his favor. You guys already know. He's batting .311. He's got 35 home runs. So He's due. He's due for some progression here. So don't mind Vladimir Guerrero at 6'2". So again, on big slates, guys, I'm only going to point out the players I really like. And then on the smaller slates, if you're new, I go over a lot more in depth with these batters that I may like. But on these big ones, these are my go-tos, all right? So take some notes. Let's go. Next up, Mitch Moreland is on a tear lately. He's only 2.2K. Knew I should have played him in that early slate. If I would have played him, I would have taken down, not just cashed. He's 2 for 2 against Dane Dunning. Crushes righties this year. 1 single, 1 double. Some of these A's guys, these vets, man, they're picking it up because they want to make this postseason. So get them in there at almost bare minimal, 2.2. And then Paul Goldschmidt, 4.7K. He's finally under 5K, guys. And against Minor, he's 5 for 9 with 2 jacks, 2 singles and a double. Paul Goldschmidt, one of my favorite plays tomorrow, guys. Get him in there at 4.7. Next up at 3.5K, we got Ty France. That's right, Schroeder. We got Ty France from Seattle against Robbie Ray. This is what I'm talking about. Be careful with Ray. Ty France is 5 for 10 against them with two jacks. 5 for 10, batting 500 with 2 home runs, guys. So Ty France, man, definitely in play. And you guys already know Seattle's super cheap to stack. All right, let's go to second base. All right, next up, we got Kike Hernandez. You're going to stack Boston, man, like probably the whole world is with that implied run total. You want the leadoff hitter. You want Kike Hernandez, who's been doing pretty good lately. Going up against Watkins. Yeah, guys, 4.8K. He could easily be in that 5K range. Get him in there. Brandon Lau, I've been playing him every day. He hasn't been disappointed, especially at his price tag of 4.6. He could be a 5K player, and I'd probably still play him. OPS versus righties and against lefties, it's the same. So he's been you can rely on him, guys. 4.6K. Brandon Lau, get him in there. Next up, Jake Cronenworth at 4K. Against Bumgarner, guys, he's 3 for 4 with a homer. So keep that in mind. Don't forget about Jake Cronenworth, guys. Let's see. Adam Down Goes Frazier, 3.8K. He had a good night tonight. One of the few Padres that did. But against Bumgarner, he's 4 for 8 with batting 500. Frazier's Frazier, man. He has 4 home runs on the year. But his batting average, 320 batting average. So 3.8. All right, Schroeder? Yeah, your head popped up when I said Frazier. Is that going to be your home run call? You don't know. Maybe? All right. All right. Next up, Abraham Toro, guys. 3.8K. 2 for 2 against Robbie Ray. And out of that 2 for 2, 1 home run. So, again, sneaky Seattle tiny stack might be worth a look. They're cheap, especially if you want to get some of these expensive bats. Let's see. Whit Merrifield at 3.6 is interesting to me because he's only 3.6. And he's starting to look like his old self again. Double-digit fantasy points, 4 out of his last 5. And that 9 almost got double-digit fantasy points. So for 3.6, you're getting a leadoff hitter with definite progression coming. So Whit Merrifield at 3.6, I like that. I can dig that. All right, guys, so let's go to third base. So Boston, you're going to get Rafael Devers because you're going to stack Boston. And he crushes righties. 5.8K, you're going to pay a premium, though. So be careful. I never have luck with Devers and Bogarts whenever I play them, but, I mean, to each his own. And I just got to warn you right now, third base is awful tomorrow. I don't want to pay 5.7 for Ramirez. I know it's against a lefty, but yikes. You know, it's Ramirez, and it's just his floor. He'll get you a goose egg really quick. Very quickly. Let's go to shortstop because we won't stop and we can't stop. Bogarts, again, fine. 5.4. Him or Devers, I don't know. Take your pick. I don't have success with them, guys. I just don't with these two. I call them both the clown show. I don't know. But, yeah, guys, I'd be lying if I say he wasn't in play. Hoy Park, I always like to play this kid. He's only 2.2K. I like to play him against lefties. His OPS is insane. 2.667 against lefties. Gets Anderson. He's got power. He's already shown it. So, yeah, guys, doesn't do good against righties. But lefties, sign him up, guys. 2.2K if that game plays. We already went over Cronenworth. All right, so let's go to the power. Don't you dare be sour. Let's go to outfield. Sterling Marte, yes, 6.1K, worth every penny. Never lets me down. How many double-digit fantasy? I'm thinking it's like 9 in a row now. Double-digit fantasy points. I think it's 9 games in a row now. Thank God he's come to my Oakland A's. 16, 13, 10, 21, 17. That's just his last 5, guys. He's going up against a righty. He's going up against Dunning. He does it all. He steals bases, gets home runs, RBIs, singles, doubles, triples. He might go up in the stands and kiss some girls. Who knows? But Sterling Marte, get him in there. I don't care about the price tag. George Springer got me a goose egg tonight. Last time I checked, he's 5.4K. Don't mind him against Flexen, though. He's 2 for 5 with a homer. He was on fire, of course, until I play him tonight, right? Then he goes out there and gets me a freaking goose egg. You guys already know, when it comes to dogs, women, and goose eggs and DFS, pain comes upon you quickly. So, especially when you're paying a premium, guys. God, that just irks me. But cashing and winning, I'm fine. It's okay. It's okay. Next up, Familiar Reyes, guys. 5.3K. That's a little much, but I dig the matchup. He's 3 for 4 against Alexander, 2 singles and a homer. JD Martinez, yes, if you're going to stack Boston, you better get JD in here. 802 OPS versus righties. Crushes righties this year. No at-bats versus Watkins, but you never know, guys. You got to get JD if you're going to stack Boston. The obvious plays, right? Cedric Mullins, I love playing this guy. He's only 4.3K. Another one, stolen bases, home runs, all the upside in the world. I love playing him against righties. He's 3 for 8 against Pavita, and he does have a home run against him. So Cedric Mullins, I don't mind that at 4.3. Hunter Renfroe, if you're going to stack Boston, play Hunter Renfroe. I know it's a righty. He does better against lefties, but shit, man, they got him batting second now, and he had 2 games there where he just went off. We'll see if it continues, but again, if you're going to stack the popular team, you got to go Hunter Renfroe. All right. Let's see. We already went over Hoy Park. Next up, Mitch Haniger, 4.5K. Another Seattle guy. But I can't help it. Against Robbie Ray, who's a lefty, he crushes lefties this year. He's 3 for 4 with a homer. So again, Robbie Ray might make up for it with the strikeouts, but I'm telling you, these Seattle guys that I'm pointing out to you have had his number thus far. So at home in 90-degree weather, why not take a shot? They will be low owned. That's for damn sure. You're not going to hear anybody else in anybody's YouTube videos, podcasts, talking about Seattle tomorrow. You won't. Next up, Justin Upton, 2.7K. Against Greinke, he's faced him 39 times in his career. He has 4 homers off him, batting .308, 12 for 39, 4 jacks, 6 singles, 2 doubles. You got to get him in the right spots, guys, and this is a good spot, especially for only 2.7K. Justin Upton, he's made it. Get him in there. Let's see. Next up, DJ Stewart, my man, bare minimal. He's always my go-to, man, when I need a punt play. You guys ever need a punt play for the outfield, always go DJ Stewart. Bare minimal, 28-14 in his last 2, and he gets a righty. He gets Pavita, 2 for 5, bat with 2 singles. He's got power in his bat too, ladies and gentlemen. 28-14 in his last 2. Again, the matchup is good. Righties, OPS 774. Get him in there, guys. DJ Stewart from Baltimore. Bare minimal, 2K. Jorge Soler, 4.3K. Love it. He's perfect against Gray. 2 for 2, a single and a home run, guys. But we don't know who's pitching for Washington, but it doesn't matter. For 4.3, lefties, righties, it doesn't matter with Soler. I mean, I think I like it. Since he's come to Atlanta, he's looking like his old self again. All right, guys, so we made it through 37 watch players. So this is your favorite part of the video and mine, guys. It's time for none other than Schroeder's picks. So Schroeder's going to give us his 3 home run calls. Who's going to get us 1? Who's going to get us 1? And his third call is going to be who's going to get us 2. Let me grab this little rascal. You ready, buddy? All right. So if you're new, this is Schroeder. He does our home run calls. And I knew you'd come. Schroeder is special. You know, I understand him. I'm like Han Solo. He's like Chewbacca. So we understand each other. He told me in his former vessel, he was none other than Andre the Giant. So sometimes I call him Andre. So, guys, we have fun, all right? All right, Schroeder. So who do you got as your – well, let me ask first before you just throw it out there. Who do you got, Schroeder, for your first home run call? Since you already said it out loud. Oh, it's okay. It's all right. I know you got excited. Schroeder's first home run call is none other than George Springer. All right, dude. I like it. It's a little different. He owes us one, doesn't he? All right, Schroeder. Who do you got for your second home run call? Who do you got? Okay. Yeah, I like it. You had some conviction in that too. Schroeder's second home run call is none other than Starling Marte. All right, Schroeder. Who's going to get us 2 home runs? Who's going to break the slate for us and get us 2 home runs that nobody's talking about? Who do you got? Really? And I get a little bite? I get a little bite on the finger? All right. All right, buddy. So Schroeder's third home run call. His third home run call that's going to get us 2 home runs, he says, is none other than Paul Goldschmidt. I'll believe it when I see it, Schroeder. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for all the likes, for everything lately. You guys are freaking awesome. Look at him trying to slip in the camera over there. Again, guys, come join the family just in time for NFL. DFSclub.com. We're playing everything right now. It's a crazy time. It's summer. Let's go. We're having so much fun. And we're the cheapest in the business. Draft dashboard, $1 for 30 days. And let's go, guys. I'm going to say a prayer for everybody. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. Thank you, God, for another day on earth. I am thankful. We all are thankful for every single day you give us. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody, especially that guy, Schroeder, right there. We got Grogu back here. We got Vader back there. Let's go, guys. My name's Gabriel Skywalker. That's Schroeder Skywalker. We're out.